Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. We've all experienced it, starting a new exercise program only to be sidelined by muscle pain and fatigue. So here with tips for a quicker recovery to help keep you on track, we welcome back clinical pharmacist, nutritionist, and author of Cracking the Metabolic Code, James LaValle. Thank you so much for joining us.
Great to be here.
So what are some of the most common mistakes people make, unfortunately, over and over again, right, when they're kind of getting into a tougher workout routine?
Yeah, I think the first thing is that they go too aggressive, go too hard, too fast, especially if you haven't exercised in a while. And sometimes that delayed muscle soreness, known as DOMS, ends up getting the best of you. You're sore for 3 or 4 days, and now you don't want to train again. So, it's all about starting at a slower pace, maybe get someone to evaluate you, to put you on a program that's appropriate for where you're at. That'll help out a lot.
And then once you're kind of in a better groove of things, are there other things that you can do to kind of prevent those aches and pains? Because, things pop up over time, right?
Absolutely. Well, there's a great study that just came out on aged garlic extract, otherwise known as kyolic, that showed that when you took kyolic aged garlic extract, you actually reduced the lactate buildup in your muscle. What that means is you're not going to have much of lactic acid in your muscle. Fantastic. You also reduce your time to recover for your next exercise. You experience less fatigue and you get more oxygen in your muscle. So aged garlic extract, great. You can't eating garlic's great, not the same as aged garlic extract. The other one is taking probiotics, and probiotics have a lot of different benefits, right? They help with digestive regularity, help the immune system, but it turns out that it actually helps with exercise and muscle recovery as well. So that's pretty interesting that, you usually think of the gut, hey, why am I taking this probiotic? Probiotics can actually be beneficial in that regard. And then you can go to other compounds too. Plant sterols are great, but just doing things like hydrating yourself well, making sure that maybe you get a foam roller. Maybe you can't afford to go get massages regularly, but you can buy a foam roller pretty cheap. And you can start to do things like roll your muscle out on that foam roller after a workout or before you work out. Make sure you stretch a little bit, warm up appropriately. Very important, because you're going to really reduce the amount of discomfort post-exercise or that following day. Kind of a surprising one was drinking a cup of coffee before you work out.
Oh,
It turns,
interesting.
isn't that interesting? They actually showed a study where when you drank that cup of coffee, it actually reduced your DOMS, or delayed onset muscle soreness, by almost 50%. Now, I'm not saying you can drink 6 cups of coffee. Drinking a cup of coffee can really make a difference. And then a lot of people have seen on whether it's on the TV commercials or through different media, beet juice. Turns out beet juice helps to build up it's something called nitric oxide in your body. And what nitric oxide does, it helps your blood vessels to dilate. And when your blood vessels dilate, you're going to get more oxygen into your tissues. And the big thing I get people to try to understand, it isn't so much about how hard you exercise, it's about how well you plan your recovery. So eating protein after you have your workout, getting a good night's sleep is essential. And it's one of the biggest things we always hear about. And everybody cheats their sleep, right? But if you're wearing one of these guys, you can start to measure your REM and deep sleep, get an understanding if you're really getting a restful sleep, and also what's impacting it.
It's the simplest things that, it's always good to remind ourselves, but we know it's kind of tough to incorporate, so you have to kind of make the effort and take the time. And we've been talking more about just supporting our immune systems this time of year, heading into the winter months, but your healthy immune system, can that really help you with this exercise and recovery as well?
Absolutely. When your immune system's healthy, when you work out, you create inflammation signaling. It's how you build muscle. You just don't want it to be excessive inflammation. So the better your immune system is able to balance out that inflammation response that you had, the more you're going to be able to recover and be prepared for your next workout. And I would say, don't think you have to have a hard workout every day. You could think about maybe, hey, I'm going to have 2 days of a good workout, take a day off, or go to a stretch day. Maybe just take a nice, firm, brisk walk. So it's about really understanding your body, listening to your body. If you're really sore, probably better to take a day off, get on that roller, maybe take a good Epsom salt bath, get in a sauna, any number of things you can do.
Yeah, moving our bodies is so beneficial, but we've got to make sure we get that rest and recuperation too. Thank you so much for joining us. It was great chatting with you.
Great to be on. Thanks for having me.
Jim's book again is Cracking the Metabolic Code, and we'll have more information on our website at katu.com.